I need my friends. It has accidentally been longer than I meant it to be. Not sure where I thought I was going with that, but apologies again for my long disappearance. I don't know, I just wanted to post another like catch-up video and talk about where I've been, why I haven't been posting. I'm heading to bed right away though. So if I seem a little bit lost for words sometimes, it's because I'm tired. But I thought I would do something a little bit different. I want to do sort of nighttime catch up. I'm going to do my skincare, drink, I made some muskeg tea, which is a tea medicine that's been used by Indigenous folks on Turtle Island. I said island, very funny. On Turtle Island for a very long time. This blend is by Medicine Garden Society. That's their on Instagram. They sell tea. This is, I believe, called the digestion blend. So there's muskeg. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Hyssop, Hyssop. Sweetgrass and cedar. So it's very medicinal, really good for you in all aspects. And when can you not use some good medicine? Okay. So this was sort of inspired by my friend Jessie, Bow Ties and Books. I will link their channel down below. They did a video. My sense of time is just gone right now. I don't know if that was last month or like 2 months ago, where they were doing their skincare. So I wanted to do something like that. I love skincare. And also Carolyn, one of my friends from Bookstagram, said in my last video to share my skincare. So I thought this would be like a good way to share my skincare while also just kind of catching up. So this is a sweetgrass roller ball by Ojibwe Natural. It smells exactly like sweetgrass. And this is Cedar Protection Smokeless Smudge. There are a lot of great alternatives to smudging with Indigenous sacred medicines if you're not Indigenous, and you would more refer it to as like smoke cleansing. I'm not going to talk about it here because I've talked about it a lot, and there's so many great articles and videos and threads pretty much on every platform there is, so there's no need for me to exhaust myself further. So I'm going to smudge quick. I smudged with sage earlier, so I'm double good now. It's very good. I like to drink my tea plain, my herbal teas. So where have I been? I have been busy making dream catchers, which I've mentioned before. Okay, so I cleansed with the CeraVe gentle exfoliating cleanser. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's the clear one. And then I also use the CeraVe hydrating micellar water to remove anything. You can get something that does something similar for probably a much better price. I just really love Kiehl's. It's their ginseng and cactus flower hydrating mist, and I do actually think it gives you quite a nice bit of hydration. While that is still moist, I take the Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA Port Tight Toner. It's a hydrating toner from Glow Recipe. So I don't know, I've been busy with that. I've been reading memoirs. So I've been taking my time reading our monthly memoirs. I've been doing my own reading at my own pace. And I've sort of just been trying to take care of myself because I've had kind of a difficult month just with a lot of different things. I was feeling, I don't know how best to describe it sometimes. I don't have the most followers on Bookstagram, but I don't necessarily have a small amount of followers, and I don't know, I guess I just wasn't prepared in a way for I just wasn't prepared for some of what is brought with that. I've gotten used to a lot of intrusive DMs, disrespectful DMs, occasional racist trolls depending on what I'm posting. But there's like another aspect that's quite insidious. I was actually talking about it with a friend on Bookstagram who has way more followers than I do, over 30,000. And they had recently spoken out about something on Bookstagram, and with that came a lot of people on Bookstagram subtweeting them. So, you know, making stories that were pointed at them without actually naming them. And I sort of just checked in with them because I know that that can be really difficult. And we were just talking about some of the things that come with having a bit of a larger platform, and sometimes it feels like after you pass 10K, something shifts with how people think of you. You're thought of less like an actual person and more of like sort of almost like an entity in a way. And I'm not saying that everyone treats me like that by any means, but there have been some instances where I have felt like I'm letting people down, or hurting people just by like taking time for myself. If like stuff's going on in my life, like day to day, that's really overwhelming, and I sometimes am struggling just even to post a book review, or to maybe post things on my stories, or post YouTube videos, which I haven't been doing because I'm just a lot of stuff. And sometimes people can take that as like you not supporting them, or people may, you know, view that as me being like very flippant and nonchalant and just not like I don't care, when I do care a lot. And something my friend had mentioned was, if your account's growing, that can lead to people saying, well, why is she getting all of this attention? What does she do to deserve that? She doesn't really do anything. And that stuff, that really hurts. And I've definitely experienced that in the past. I don't remember, like, even if I remembered this person's handle, I wouldn't say, but if there were no such thing as Indigenous literature, her account wouldn't even be popular because that's all she does. Something along those lines. And sorry, I just used the, I don't know how to pronounce this, and I just watched a TikTok about it. The Argireline, Argireline solution, 10% by The Ordinary. I've been using this for years. It's supposed to like prevent wrinkles. It's like a peptide. Not a skincare expert, so practice due diligence when researching this. So I just like to let everything sit for a bit, and I do try to just let a lot of this stuff like roll off my back and just not focus on it, and focus why I started my Bookstagram, but it can get difficult. I have feelings. I'm not clueless. I see things, people tell me things that hurt my feelings, and sometimes it's just hard, and I think I just needed to take a little bit of time. And that's not to say I was like totally absent on social media, but I definitely was slowing down a little bit just to kind of focus a bit. Okay, so next moisturizer. I just started using this last month. I'd say I like it. It's the Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair. It has retinol. I'm 28, so when I turned like 25, 26, that's when I got really serious about retinol. Retinol and sunscreen. I didn't take enough, I can just tell. I'm trying to save because I'm almost out and I don't want to go to the store tomorrow. But I mean, at the end of the day, I just think that there's added pressures of being an Indigenous presence in the social media world, and it's tricky to navigate sometimes, and it's tricky to know how to balance everything. Okay, I usually don't use an eye cream because I think that if you're using the right moisturizers and serums, you don't really need an eye cream, but I got this sample. I love Bioderma, so it's their intensive eye cream. Ring finger, or I don't know, it's not really my ring finger, is it? I guess it is. And also I take the excess when I notice some wrinkles. Skin is also very based on genetics. I think my skin is doing fairly well considering all the years I didn't wear sunscreen when I was a teenager, and that's just due to genetics. Okay, last step. I just started using this too. Usually what I would use at night is the rose hip seed oil from The Ordinary, but I picked this up from my local drugstore. It's their skin treatment oil. It's hypoallergenic PharmaSave brand, so this isn't something that's going to be necessarily easy to find unless you have a PharmaSave. It smells so good, very hydrating. I use it to lock in everything. I use it like during the day also before I put on my sunscreen. And then the Sugar Rosé lip treatment from Fresh. This is another kind of like bit of a splurge. It's really expensive for what it is, but I've been using that since I was like 18, and now it's just become sort of like this nostalgic comforting scent. So, but anyway, I just needed to reassess why I'm here, what I want to do, and what my goals are. And I think it's normal when you're having sort of a difficult time with certain aspects of your life that can carry into other aspects that maybe usually would not weigh so heavy on you, but then it just all accumulates, and that's normal. And I think I just needed to rest. Anyway, miigwech for watching. I'm sending you love. Please send me love. I think we all need it right now. Yeah, that's it. So I'll be back soon, I promise. I will not disappear again.